Out here, birthday, Summerlin. I haven't been up right here before. I'm just west of like there's Red Rock Casino Hotel Tower. Way off out there is downtown. They're building a new downtown high-rise. Nowhere near as tall as the tallest on the strip, but whatever. It's right by the Plaza Hotel, though, basically across the street. Looks like a big detention basin for the flood control network. Yeah, it looks like it could hold a lot of water. Got the mountains here. I don't feel like climbing it though, because I'm starting to sweat a lot. Those are obviously a lot taller. Nice new huge neighborhood right here, whatever. All they're gonna do is just keep building until it's too steep. Except for land that's protected for wildlife. The biggest open piece of land that looks like it's, not mountainous enough that they could still build some shit is the north end of the city. But that appears to be a lot of protected area for wildlife. They just mentioned that they're gonna build the largest solar farm in America, northeast of Las Vegas, and they're like it's gonna destroy a lot of habitat for like the desert tortoise and whatever other animals. So, hopefully they'll just maybe not do that. I wanted to climb this little mountain hill, but I made a mistake by climbing up this little slope first, because then there's like a trench. I would have had to drop elevation and then climb up again when I needed to stay down here and then like go around to avoid the trench thing. A little canyon, actually. This is nothing compared to something I did in Mill Valley. It was Mount Tamalpais. It was a trail that was actually closed because of so much erosion, whatever. And so I actually went down it, which is even more dangerous and more slippery. And I'm lucky I didn't slip on some rocks, pebbles, whatever. I would have screwed myself up. That was probably like 2014 or 2013. A long time ago. Oh, I think I hear gunshots from a gun range. Man, probably a good thing I don't have a gun. It'll be very helpful in a bad situation in the tunnel, but I might have already used it just out of being angry over some ridiculousness. But yeah, the tunnel is like the perfect place to have it. Yeah, I just don't know if I might be able to own one when I'm in my 40s, actually. That's very possible. The reason I say that is because this mist just got stuck by a little stupid ass. I hate these little piece of shit fucking thorny things sticking me right in my damn shit. Stupid ass little prickly plants that I don't really see where I'm living at. I just hate it so much. Dumbass shit. The fuck out of there, asshole. Anyway, rich ass stinking neighborhood. Give me a damn rich house. Oh yeah, I just found out about Michael Jordan. He's been trying to sell his mega mansion in Highland Park, Illinois, by Chicago, and it's been on the market for like 8 years. 8 years. He's been trying to sell it. Nobody wants to buy it. Yeah, so I accidentally climbed the right, but the left is where I needed to climb up to get on top of this thing. Whatever. But yeah, he's been trying to sell this enormous 50,000 square foot mansion with of course, a full-size gymnasium. But at first he tried to sell it for like 30 million, and then he cut the price in half. I think his the fatal flaw was he didn't have it built on the lake, which to me is bizarre. I mean, yeah, people have mansions on the lake up there. Instead, it's like several miles away from Lake Michigan. It's like, man, you could still have privacy. You could still put a bunch of trees up or whatever. But he still decided not to have it on the lake. So I bet if it would have been there, I bet someone would have bought it eventually. It also might be that people who are that rich would rather be on the, the coast instead of, another thing too, I don't know if this matters, but like the monthly, well not monthly, the yearly total bill for like taxes and utilities is something insane, like 100,000. I thought it said that. Like, what the hell? It's insane. Obviously, someone like him could have kept paying that. Well, he still does pay the taxes. He has to. That's just insane. There was something else I wanted to criticize about it. Well, he didn't even have it built until 95. He was only 3 years away from retiring from the Bulls. Well, that doesn't mean that he would have stopped living there or whatever. Whatever. That damn Jordan, man. People try to compare him to stinking Kobe Bryant, or the other way around. Kobe Bryant, he never even shot better than 47% in a regular season. Jordan shot at least 50%, like, at least 6 times, I think. Field goal percentage says a lot about, because it says that you're missing all these shots or you aren't. Overrated ass. Nobody's more overrated than Paul George, though. Stupid asshole. Should have threw something at him. I saw him at Fresno State. Actually, a better example was Kobe Bryant. I saw him at Fresno State when he was walking into the Save Mart Center. I was way above him, but purposely they had a cop there just in case, because obviously that is a major, someone could do something and then take off real quick and get away. Not with that asshole there. Ugh, some shotgun shells or something. I was gonna try to climb. This is a little too much slopiness right here. Stupid ass shit. Pretty good grip, but I don't want to do it. What the hell? It's supposed to be, despite that I got lucky and it just happened to be a high of 87 today, when most days for the past like 3 weeks were hot as hell. Despite that, I'm still you know, well, I'm wearing this damn sweatshirt, but whatever. I need to buy another shirt. To climb this shit. Of course, took the bus for free. I was on the bus, some stupid ass young idiot black motherfucker. At first, he sat by where I was at. I was like pissed off. Like, why are you right here? I thought he had just been sitting somewhere else. And then this stupid piece of shit like breathes out. And he has a mask around his fucking neck, but he's not wearing it. And he's likely to die more than me because they've been saying that blacks are like 3 times as likely to die from coronavirus. They're not elaborating why, but I don't think they're making that shit up. Anyway, then I sat somewhere else, and then this fucking faggot comes and sits not far from there. He had more of an excuse then because where I was sitting to begin with was where maybe handicapped people might sit at or whatever. But the first time, his black ass didn't have a good excuse to sit there. This is weird, this structure. I don't know why it's designed, I don't know, whatever. Can't explain it. There's no way in hell this breeze feels good. Climb that shit. Oh yeah, that guy he climbed El Capitan free soloing. He's like one of the best climbers ever. He's from Sacramento. He went to that high school, Mira Loma or whatever it was called, right by where you had lived at. He lives in Vegas on this side of the city. I'm mentioning it because I saw his movie called Free Solo, I think either last year or late 18. And I don't know how any human can do that. He climbed this 2,500 sheer rock face with nothing but chalk on his hands and his little climbing boots or whatever, or shoes. Not boots for that shit. I don't know how it's possible, man. They just have insane endurance in their damn limbs where they can just... It's insane. It doesn't seem possible. Yeah, it's like 11 o'clock. I've been up since 2 a.m. I don't know when I'm going to start getting too tired or whatever. Oh yeah, Goodwill. Today it's reopening. It's been shut down since like March. I might walk up in there to see if I can get something. Oh man, I don't care, but like I told you about when I went into a Goodwill when I was having that embarrassing condition like in March, and I made this female staff suffer when I walked by her. My situation, that's gone. I recovered from that a long time ago, but I need to do laundry. I'll just say that much. But I don't care, because people act stupid anyway, so if they gotta smell my shit, they gotta smell my shit. They're bad. Actually, if they're wearing their mask, I mean, I should wear one too. But if you're an employee anywhere, in my opinion, you should have to wear a mask. Where the fuck am I? I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. This place is crazy. I'm right by civilization. This reminds me this crazy story where these 2 Asian young people, a young couple, they were hiking through Joshua Tree National Park. I think that's it might be a part of the Mojave Desert. I think it's not, it's in the region of the Salton Sea, whatever. I probably flew over it on the way to San Diego. They basically got lost because they were stupid. I mean, shit. They're just how do you get lost in this day and age? Every map possible. So they're dying of like dehydration and suffering and the heat. So basically, it's speculated that they did a murder-suicide just to go out, quick and not have to riot. I mean, it is possible they would have died in the desert slowly and horribly. But that's just crazy. I just don't hear about that a lot. But maybe that's not what happened. Who knows? That happened years ago. I just don't see how you can get lost, like, for real. I mean, if you get lost, you're probably almost trying to get lost. If you don't have a map or whatever, no GPS, and you're just being dumb. I'm not sure I've ever... Like, what I would do, like, I would come to an area. It happened twice at nighttime. I showed up to an area when it was dark, and I'm in a mountainous, dark area. So I would leave, like, some of my camping shit at a spot because I did not want to have to carry it while I was looking for a spot. And so what I did, so I would be able to find it again, basically in the dark, is I left one of my blinking bike lights on it. So clearly, that blinking light, noticed that pretty easily. And I guess I either left another light or I memorized where I was going to go back to bring my stuff to camp. Otherwise, I don't think I've ever gotten lost in a wilderness type of area. I would just say I've gotten lost in cities. When I first, like in 2008, and this goes back to when I was like 13, man, I was retarded with street signs. I would not find my way anywhere really on street signs for the most part. I would just do it by memorizing how the streets look. How everything looked. So I was like being retarded. I was being like ignorant to how most people would like figure out where stuff is at. And I remember doing that in 2008. You were like, come to this church on like, I don't know if it was Broadway. It's that area south of downtown a little bit in Sacramento. And I was like retarded. I went around like a whole area to get to it when I could have done it way more direct. So that's the only way I can relate to getting lost like that. This basin looks pretty cool. It's like a giant staircase right there. That reminds me for some reason, like AMC's, maybe other movie theaters too. There's some quails over there. But they'll have like, when you exit the theater, they'll have these giant staircases that are like going from a fourth floor, but it's not going to be spiraling down. It'll be like that, like a grand staircase. Oh, a lizard. And they had one at a place called Valco in Cupertino, California. But they demolished it recently, which kind of pissed me off, but I don't know when they're going to open up movie theaters again anyway. Oh, fucking thing stabbed me again. Look at this dumbass shit. Little stupid... Those weeds don't even seem to exist in my area. I don't know why they're up here. Oh, shit. I didn't really need to hike up on this shit. I could have just filmed the mountains from like the road. I didn't even really climb shit either. Better off doing this type of thing at night so I don't burn up. This thing could fit